Let's go, man. It's a great time to be a Vikings fan, man. Let me get a skol in the comments, man, if you feel what I'm talking about, man. Listen, the Vikings came in, they showed up, and they showed out. You hear me? 27-19. At the end of the game, it was looking like it was going to end in Vikings fashion. I figured, hey, the Saints are going to definitely go down, tie this thing up, go for the two-point conversion, and we might get a stop at the two-point conversion just to make it a little suspenseful. You know, it's almost like we just needed that as Vikings fans because we were smacking them in the first half. I mean, just dominating this team, man. And I didn't want anything else to happen but to dominate the Saints. Y'all already know how we were building up throughout the week about how we do not like the Saints, and I was looking forward to putting a mud hole in there, you know what. You feel me? And I'm going to tell you what, man, we did our thing. We dominated this game. Now, the end score doesn't look as bad as the game really was because we obviously had control of this game throughout the entirety of it. I'm going to keep it real. But let's talk about our boy, Josh Dobbs, man. I told y'all, I said, look, I got a couple of my compadres, man, saying, hey, you need to jump on the Josh Dobbs train, man. Rap, go ahead, start Dobbs Gang. Well, guess what? Dobbs Gang is happening today. You hear me? Listen, man, this kid, bruh, I just love what he's showing, man. I love what he's showing, man. And, you know, another point of Kwesi and Kevin O'Connell being intentional with the moves they make, man, and bringing in Josh Dobbs, it definitely looks intentional and it looks really good. Like they deserve their flowers for making that move, man, because he is going to definitely save the Vikings season, bro. Listen, 70% chance to make the playoffs now just off of this win today. This was a crucial ball game, bro, and we went out there and handled business, okay? We went out there and handled business. Not just we. Josh Dobbs went out. Man didn't even know what a locker room was, bro, before the game started. Man didn't even know what a locker room was, bro. Like, come on, man. Listen, let's go through this, man. Player stats, man. Josh Dobbs, 23 for 34, 268 yards, 1 touchdown. Okay? When it comes to rushing the ball, him and Ty Chandler both had 44 yards. But I'm going to tell you right now, hey, they both had a touchdown too. But Josh Dobbs, man, 8 carries for 44 yards and a TD. This dude, man, this dude's a baller, bruh. He's a baller. Now, the second half, it looked like Kevin O'Connell was kind of holding back a little bit, playing a little more conservative, which I get it. Like, we were up by 3+ scores, so you kind of just wanted to chew the clock up in the second half. I felt like it started to catch up to us, though, and we should have played a little more aggressive. Mid-fourth quarter, I felt like, hey, Kevin O'Connell, you know, your defense held up. You feel me? Get the ball. Try to be more aggressive like you were in the first quarter, man. Start throwing that thing downfield because obviously Josh Dobbs has the ability to do it. You feel me? He has the ability to do it, man. I'm like, think about that touchdown run that Josh Dobbs had, bro. Like, being able to extend that play. Some of those drives I watched, I'm like, listen, if Kirk, and I don't want to, you know, talk down on Kirk too much because the man's injured, right? So I feel kind of bad doing it. But I'm going to tell you right now, if number 8 was in that game, those drives were done, okay? I'm going to tell you right now, there's at least 3 drives in that football game that would have been done if Kirk Cousins was the quarterback. Because remember, the Saints have a really good pass rush. And I'm going to tell you right now, Josh Dobbs, hey, his God-given talent of being able to get up out of there made it look a lot less dangerous than it really is, right? So shout out to him, man. Now, defensive side of the ball. Love how the defense played, man. The defense, it just feels good knowing that when the Vikings defense goes out there, you can really have faith and believe that they will make a stop. They will let the offense lean on them and say, hey, we got y'all, right? It just feels good, man. Now, Murphy got dunked on twice this game. Murphy, man, you got to tighten up, brother. You got to tighten up. Now, I know you had to pick at the end of the game, which was kind of just, you know, a garbage pick, you call it, but it was a pick. So we got to give you that. I give you that. But, man, you had the penalty, crucial penalty at the end of the game. You got dunked on twice. I mean, you got to tighten up. But Mekhi Blackmon, I called it. I said Mekhi Blackmon, well, I said he'll get a pick 6, but hey, the boy got an interception, you hear me? The boy got an interception, so that counts still. You know, I called it, man. Mekhi Blackmon, I definitely want to see more of Mekhi Blackmon rather than Evans, but you know what? I'm going to tell you right now, man, Evans, he did his thing too. He was out there laying the hat, so got to give him his flowers too, man. Just this team in general, man, we are built with the right stuff. The right ingredients are in there. I feel it, man. This team just has what it takes. Now, we can get to the dance. We know that, right? We pretty much punched our ticket into the playoffs, unless something drastic happens where we just lose the remainder of the football games, which I don't see that happening, all right? Because this team's built with the right stuff. And just imagine when Justin Jefferson gets back out there with Josh Dobbs, the extended plays we gonna see. The extended plays we gonna see with him and Dobbs, man, being able to make plays. Man, shout out Brandon Powell, man. Like, Brandon Powell, man, that dude's a gamer, bruh. That dude's a gamer, man. Listen, but my only gripe with this football team, and I think we've seen it today as Vikings fans, and I was really, focusing on this the whole week. Alexander Mattison, man. Listen, it's like, as a person, again, man, I know I've been beating this horse, man. Love him as a guy. But we have to realize, man, he's not the best running back on this football team. We have to realize that Ty Chandler is the RB1 and should be the RB1 moving forward. Kevin O'Connell, you have to reevaluate. I felt like when Alexander Mattison was in the game and we hand him the ball, he was a drive killer, man. It's so obvious that out of everybody on the team, particularly the offensive side of the ball, Alexander Mattison is a drive killer, man. He's just not hitting the right holes. He just doesn't seem like he's playing with that burst that we've seen in the past. The reason why we would want to hand him the keys going into this season for what he showed us in 2022, 2021. It just doesn't seem like it's there right now, man. I don't know what's going on, but Ty Chandler, when he would get the ball, you could see the difference. It's there, man. This guy just has it. You hear me? So I think that's one thing that needs to be changed, man. But hey, shout out to the whole team as a whole, man. Kevin O'Connell, gotta give the man his flowers, man. Head coach of the year, bruh. Head coach of the year. Quit playing my boy. You feel me? Like, we got a quarterback that's only been on the team for damn 8 days, comes in and we put up this many points. We beat I ain't going to say one of the better teams in the NFL, but a team that isn't a bottom feeder, a team that's won some games, has a pretty good ranked defense, and we had to put together a game plan to go out there and dominate. And guess what? Josh Dobbs did that, and that is credit to Kevin O'Connell being able to put his players in the right position, not having his star wide receiver, his star quarterback, just a lot of things going on, man. Vikings do it again. It's a great time to be a Vikings fan. We back in this thing, baby. You hear me? And for the ones who said, oh, Vikings fans are really going to see now what it's like when you don't got Kirk Cousins. Told you. Quit comparing us to the Washington Redskins / Commanders. We not them, baby. Man, appreciate y'all tapping in. Holla at your boy.
Yeah. Smooth summer. Who running? I hear them talking, but they ain't gonna do nothing. Celebration, I might have a toast with you. I'm feeling good, I'm feeling great, I'm terrific. We ain't taking no losses, we winning. Undefeated, check the percentage.